People often think that property is just about numbers or bricks and mortar, but a huge tip is that being good in the property business is really about a people business, and you really need to invest time, effort, energy to build relationships with people who have been there, done that, so that you can learn from them. They could work with anyone, and even your teams on the ground, experts on the ground, like your lettings agents, they could work with anyone. What makes you an investor that they would like to work with? Other questions come regards management. How do I deal with a property when it's so far away? How do I collect rent? What if tenants trash my property? And I think an important part in that is then building property power team on the ground, or maybe it's my military experience, and I like to call that boots on the ground. So one should never just buy properties just by looking online at a property online and then just blindly buying a property. I personally always send an expert on the ground to visit that property, and this could be a surveyor, it could be a builder, or one of the agents that are in my team. So if you want to be successful in property investing, who you need to have in your team are the solicitor to help with your conveyancing and due diligence searches, a broker who is used to working with foreign national investors, because a lot of brokers say that they can get you lending, but not very many of them actually can. You need to have potentially sourcing agents, people who are on the ground and finding deals that fit your specific criteria and strategies. And what I would look out for is that these people should be investors themselves, not just people looking to sell property and collect a commission. A lot of these agents just look at property in a different light. They're just trying to sell the property to you because they're going to make a quick buck out of it, instead of assessing whether the deal is a good deal themselves. And if they're not walking the talk, they are not able to find you the right golden goose properties that stack up. You need to have people like builders, or contractors to do refurbishment works or to maintain the property, project managers to make sure that any refurbishment is on track, on schedule. And a huge tip in that is to never pay your builders 100% of the build cost up front. You could be doing a 30K pound refurbishment. They could take some monies up front, for materials and all that, but it should always be paid in stages and in milestones. I mean, we've really come up with, over the 10 years, develop a system to help us to minimize the risk and maximize the chances of us being successful. Because, I mean, we've all heard of horror stories of builders just running away with monies and never completing the project. And I think that's a big thing to note about the team, right? You can try to assemble a team yourself and Google for these people. However, you're really going in blind and you're not sure how reliable these people are. You need people to collect rent, vet the tenants, and they can use criteria such as doing a credit reference check, checking the pay slips of the tenants, looking at their landlord history or references, calling previous landlords to see how was this tenant, did they take care of the property? And I think a big part of that is also, like I mentioned, property is a people business. Having your trusted teams on the ground to meet them at the property, see what they're like. What is the gut feel of this tenant? Are they someone that it's going to be easy to manage, or are they someone with potentially some red flags there? They look like they wouldn't be taking good care of the property. And my perspective in this is always, how can we as landlords look after the tenant, provide a comfortable home, not try to scrimp on every expense, and not provide a comfortable and clean and safe property for them. Because human nature is such, right? When tenants move into a property and it's in good condition, they know that the landlord takes care of the property, and they tend to do the same. If you move into a place that's really not in the best shape, it's like, forget it. It wasn't great to start with, so we don't really need to take care of the property. And I think little things and nuances like this just help you save cost maintenance over time, getting the right tenants in as well.